Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Mending the Line. And this is a new drama from director Joshua Caldwell that focuses on a Marine wounded in Afghanistan who is sent to the VA facility in Montana where he meets a Vietnam vet who teaches him fly fishing to help him get past his own trauma. And this story, told over the course of 2 hours, is a quite inspirational story. You can tell why somebody was like, oh, we should make a film about this, because it is an inspiring film of finding something that's going to help you process all that trauma that you've been through. And I think that's very admirable, and I think this film definitely has its heart in the right place. From like a directing standpoint, I feel like Caldwell tries way too hard to make us feel. He just doesn't let the film breathe and allow itself to process through the drama that it's presenting on screen. You're chucking the most manipulative and obnoxious, like, I want to make you feel score into every scene. And it just gives it this air of melodrama that takes away from the genuine authenticity of this story. And it doesn't completely torpedo things, but it does make this feel like some kind of schlocky thrown onto Lifetime movie, where this is such a meaningful story. It should really have been given a chance to feel its way out and connect with its audience without trying way too hard to do it. Pacing wise, I also feel like this movie drags. This does not feel like it earned its 2 hours of runtime. But I do have to say, the standouts, you have Brian Cox, who's a fantastic actor. And he's playing this veteran who's trying to help Sinqua Walls' character learn how to fly fish. And Walls, I think, does a fine job here, and he does have some good chemistry with Cox. Walls has been a lot lately, and I think peak is The Blackening. This is definitely better than the barely anything character that he got to play in White Man Can't Jump, but I do think he does a fine job, and so does Perry Matfield, who plays Lucy, who is involved with both of them in different ways and how their characters connect. You have people like Patricia Heaton, who's one of the doctors who's processing these veterans. And, it was nice to see her. And Wes Tooty is great, seeing him pop up in anything, being like the fly fishing pal of Brian Cox's character. It's the cast, I feel like, that really shine in a film that's trying way too hard. But you could feel some of those performances are very authentic. Cox is just, like I said, such a fantastic actor. He really grounds the film in a way that sometimes is able to offset some of that more melodramatic, over-the-top kind of feel. But overall, I do think this is more of a run-of-the-mill, kind of okay drama that isn't necessarily good, but it's not bad either. It just has too much heart and too much of an inspiring story that it serviceably puts onto screen for this to be a bad movie. It just feels like it's trying way too hard to be as affecting as the story with breadth could easily do by itself. But those are my thoughts on Mending the Line. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.